Welcome to a Monday motivational video. If you are new here, my name is Emily. I am a homeschooling mom. I work part-time from home, and my main role in life is to be a homemaker. And so today we are going to take you along as I get some cleaning done and I share a favorite family meal, but we're going to have lots of homemaking motivation in today's video. Welcome to a Monday motivational video. As you can see behind me, I still need to make my bed. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and I just finished getting my makeup on for the day. I had given myself a little trim on my hair, and so I always go back and forth and make sure I get every little piece. It's still not perfect, but it is what it is. So I've done that, and then I've been helping my son with his schoolwork, and my kids are working a little bit on their independent schoolwork right now. I need to get this bed made. I need to get the kitchen cleaned up, and then we're gonna head into the day. We have lots of good homemaking motivation for you. So let's go ahead and get started with our day. There are a few things that I do every single morning in order to have a productive day and to just set my day in the right direction. And one of those things is making my bed. So I know, I'm gonna get into it later that night, but I just love having a made bed. It just kind of sets the tone for the day, and it always looks good and feels good, and it's one easy, productive task that I can do, get it checked off my list, and then move on to doing other productive things throughout my day. Another morning habit that I have is to always clean up the kitchen in the mornings after breakfast. So I do in the evenings, I clean it up so that in the morning I have a clean space to do all of the breakfast things and making my husband's lunch. But in the morning after breakfast, there's always dishes to do. And before we start our homeschool day, before we just jump into anything, I like to have my kitchen all cleaned up. This morning, all I really needed to do was the dishes and wipe down the countertops. And I always say a clean kitchen is a gift that you give yourself, because it is just such a wonderful feeling to have a clean kitchen throughout the day. And when you have a clean space, it's easier to cook. It's easier to help the kids with their schoolwork or do a science experiment or whatever it might be, bringing in the groceries later on the day. And just having that clear, open countertop space is just a gift, and I make sure that that is a priority for me every single day. Is clean, dishes are done, so that is good. We've got some meat out thawing for supper, and we're gonna keep finishing up our homeschool. Place 4 counting items on the table. How many more items do we need to have 8?
Another 4?
Mm-hmm. Much of the world's oil supply travels by ship across these waters. The most recently recognized ocean is the Southern Ocean and around Antarctica and the Southern Hemisphere. Okay, we just finished lunch. The kids like to listen to something while they eat their lunch, and today they listened to Paws and Tales. If you have children elementary age, that is a really good podcast to listen to. It's called Paws and Tales. It's put out by Insight for Living, and it's usually some kind of animal creatures, like woodland creatures that just do funny things. My kids usually laugh every episode. But there's always some kind of biblical truth and just good lesson that they learn. And so that's been fun. They put out a new episode every week, but this week was the story of Esther, and it's actually a 3-part series. And so they did the first episode today, and they wanted to listen to the second episode. So We'll wait for that. Paws and Tales is a great podcast if you're looking for something other than TV to entertain your kids and give them a good lesson. One of my weekly cleaning tasks is to change the bed sheets, and I only do them actually every other week. So I'll do the kids' beds one week, and then I'll do my husband and my bed a different week. So this week in particular was changing the kids' bed sheets. I normally don't film in their bedrooms just because of their privacy, and usually their rooms are a bit of a mess. We try to clean those up like a really good deep clean once a week, and this was not that particular day, so you're going to see some stuff out in their bedrooms. But I'm just doing a quick film in here. You can kind of get a glimpse of their bedrooms. I know some people had mentioned I didn't show their rooms in the home tour, and basically it's just for their I want to say safety, but also just their protection and their privacy. My daughter loves to just kind of put all of her little animals in blankets on her bed. So she did that, but I have to put her sheets on still. That's something that is just a little too difficult for her at this stage. So anyways, when it was all done, it looked very neat. She always has plenty of stuffed animal friends to keep her cozy at night. So here in my son's bedroom, I'm putting the sheets on for him. This is actually a task that he usually does. But today he was still working on some of his schoolwork, so I just went ahead and put them on for him, especially since I was filming. So anyways, that's a chore that he does on his own normally, but I wanted to just help him out today. And I have to say that trying to film yourself while you are changing the bed sheets is kind of difficult because I didn't want to like show you my backside the entire time. So I'm trying to do this discreetly, but there's just really no other way around it. You kind of have to. So anyways, it was nice to get these clean sheets on. And again, my son has his stuffed animal friends as well, but I went ahead and put those on there for him. And now we have clean sheets ready to go for the evening. Now what I want to do is I want to get a head start on supper. So we're having a new recipe. It's one that I'm kind of making it up, but kind of not. It's from Marco's Pizza. They have this meatball bake that my husband sent me, and I don't actually have a recipe for it, but we're going to just kind of wing it. It's basically just meatballs in marinara sauce with shredded cheese on top. So I have a recipe here for best meatball recipe. It's Italian seasonings and stuff. So I'm going to use this, and then I also am going to make a family favorite, which is a homemade breadstick. And so I need to get it going so that it can rise, and then I just want to put the meatballs together so that they are done. Like all I have to do is pop them in the oven this evening. So we're gonna go ahead and get that started right now. The recipe that I use for these breadsticks is really just for the measurements, and then I have kind of just adapted it to my own way of making. I don't actually follow the directions, but it's really pretty simple. You just have to have warm water between 100 and 110 degrees, and then you add a tablespoon of sugar and a tablespoon of yeast, and then you want to stir those three ingredients up, and they're just going to sit and activate the yeast for 5 minutes. So I always put just a thing of plastic wrap over the top to just let it sit, and then it'll look so good. I love seeing the bubbles once it's done after the 5 minutes. But while I'm waiting for that 5 minutes to pass, I add in 3 cups of flour and half a tablespoon of salt and just get that mixed together. It's really simple ingredients for these breadsticks. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and look how lovely these bubbles are. I love seeing yeast when it is activated and ready to go. So now I'm just gonna add this melted butter to the wet, and then I'll mix that up and then add it to the dry, and then it'll be all incorporated. Once I've incorporated all the ingredients together, then I put a little bit of flour on the countertop and I like to knead the dough. Again, the directions don't say to do this. It's just something that I do. And so I knead it, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 times. And then I do the little poke test where I poke it and see if the dough bounces back. If it does, then it's ready to sit and rise for about an hour. Okay, I did not end up having time to get the meatballs together, so I have the breadsticks rising, but I have a grocery pickup order at Walmart, and then we also need to pick up a few things at Aldi. So it's ready. I need to head out that way, so I'm gonna go get that. We're gonna see how busy the stores are. We're supposed to have snow starting, I think, some tonight, maybe into tomorrow, but for sure the next couple of days. And so sometimes the grocery stores are crazy. So we'll see how that goes, but we're gonna head out the door now. And here's what my fridge is looking like. Kind of bare. Definitely need to fill up a few things. I do have the meat ready to go for meatballs, and then there's leftovers in the back. I've got a good amount of dairy, so I probably don't need to pick up any of those things, but definitely some fruits and vegetables. We are back from the stores, and so here's everything we got. We'll start with Walmart. Got a couple of packages of gum. Those are always nice to have. I was out of pepper and baking powder, so I got some more of that. Applesauce. I got a giant bottle of ranch because we use it a lot and we were out, so that way we won't go out for a while. Couple of things of flour because I was out of those as well. I've been getting the unbleached flour lately. And this box of taco shells is open, but the plastic that covers the tacos is not. So I think we're okay there. I don't know. I'll double check with my husband, see what he wants to do. Usually if it's open, I will take it back or just ask for a refund. But and then baking soda, I did not realize I was getting this giant box of baking soda, but that's okay. We will use it, and I will put it in a smaller container. And then a couple of things of muffin mix for my husband's lunches, some tea. We were out. We got some strawberry jello for Valentine's Day. We're gonna do some red jello, something fun. Taco seasoning, just stocked up on that. This is a family favorite. I've made our own before and nobody has really loved it, so we just use that. A lime for some steak tacos with rice we're gonna have this week. Sausage for biscuits and gravy. And then I grabbed some hamburger buns for hamburgers one night. These are for steak tacos, and then we're gonna have burritos one night as well. Lotion, we were out. And then cheese, a big old block of cheddar cheese. So that was Walmart. Everything else is Aldi. These are the things that I went in the store to pick up. And it was very busy. So people are definitely stocking up before the winter snow is supposed to arrive. But I grabbed some potatoes and then a bunch of frozen veggies. These are all just different ones. Peas, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and green beans. Also some frozen strawberries and blueberries. We have been having just easy breakfast fruit smoothies lately, and the kids have been loving it. So that's what I've been using in those. And then I just grabbed another gallon of milk, even though we had half a gallon still. I know we'll use it in smoothies. I know we'll use it when we have biscuits and gravy. My husband drinks these for breakfast. Half and half is for me, for my coffee. Peanuts are a snack my husband likes to take to lunch. And then I grabbed some cream cheese and blueberries, oranges, bananas. We were out of honey. Mini cucumbers are always a good, fun thing to snack on. Baby carrots, a mango, some bread that got a little bit smushed. We'll see if it kind of expands again. And then some green leaf lettuce. It looked pretty good today. Sometimes I'm not always sure. And a bag of spinach. I tried a creamed spinach recipe when I was on the keto diet, and we really liked it. So I think we'll try that again this week. So that is all of our groceries. I hope that you enjoy these Monday motivational videos. I know these are the types of videos that I like to watch, And I find them motivating because I see other people getting things done and just doing all the things that need to be accomplished each day. And it makes me want to get up and go do something. So hopefully that is how you feel watching today's video too. And I'm going to try and do these weekly. I don't know. I'm like, my word for the year is discipline. And I'm trying to be more disciplined with YouTube and just be like, okay, every Monday I'm going to film a Monday motivational video and get it out there for my people. So that is my goal. I'm also trying to just do other videos here on my channel. I know a lot of you like organizing videos and decluttering, and so I'm going to try and share some more of those. And then also I'm going to be doing something different on the last day of the weekday on Fridays. I'm going to try and do just kind of like a sit down and chat with me video. So that will be coming up, and hopefully you enjoy those. As always, I love to hear your feedback. I want to film videos that I enjoy watching myself, but also ones that you want to see. So if you want to you're always welcome to leave a comment and let me know what you enjoy about my channel. And even if you don't enjoy something about my channel, I love to hear that too. So as long as you're nice, constructive criticism is always a good thing. The breadsticks have to do a second rise after you roll them out and cut them. Then they have to rise for 30 minutes. So I let those sit, and then I worked on the meatballs. This was a recipe that was different than I've ever done before, where you broil the meatballs for about 12 minutes, and then you put them in the sauce and let them simmer and finish cooking in the sauce. And they ended up being really delicious. My family ended up loving this recipe, and it was pretty simple, and I would say for the most part pretty healthy too. Of course, the breadsticks are probably not very healthy, but at least they're homemade, so I know what ingredients are going in them. And my family said, yeah, I'd make this one again. I would probably add maybe some Italian sausage to it just to make it a little more pizza flavored and make the meatballs a little bit smaller. But other than that, it was a delicious meal that we all enjoyed. And I just added some vegetables to the side. There were some leftover broccoli and green beans. So that rounded out the meal, and we enjoyed eating this, and it will be on the menu again in the future. I will leave links to all of the recipes that I used in today's video. I'll leave it down below in the description box. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next Monday motivational video. Bye.